Just when you think we're done getting news about the they really say he goes 6 more for you. Because we just got a whole lot of insane news and reveals that include our first look at Galactus in the movie, new details about a hidden character in the movie, and a connection to Doctor Doom that no one has talked about, and even more. And I'm not gonna hold you, this news is really fantastic. And either way, here's the thing. Me and you know what we gotta do. We gotta talk about it. And here's our first look at Galactus. My bad, I got shit on the screen. And Doom! You looking for this? Well, thanks to Funko themselves, they just revealed all the Funko Pops for the Fantastic Four First Steps. And oh my goodness, not only did we get our first look at Galactus, but we also got our first look at Franklin Richards, little Frankie. Where your mom at, Franklin? Where your mom at, Franklin? And I gotta be honest with you, these are all perfect down to every little detail. My wallet's gonna be looking anorexic because take my money. But let's focus on the big ones before we get into. I know that ain't Ben Grimm in the trench coat. I need that more than I need air. But let's focus on some of the big ones before we go into the other ones. Yeah, Silver Surfer. Hear me out. But in taking a look at Galactus, the supersized pop, it's perfect. Look at his design. Look at his big ass face. Now we also got to look at what he's gonna look like in Lego form. And we know he's a huge bitch. Dog, we're gonna get a kaiju sized fight in the Fantastic Four First Steps. And I might stand up, cheer, clap, and salute at the same damn time in the theater. Oh, that wasn't enough for you? Here go another one. Because thanks to new promotional images on merchandise, here's our best, like legit, our best look yet at Galactus in this movie. And there's a reason they have him basically an eye-line sight of the Fantastic Four's Baxter building. Who's that peeking through my window? But in taking a look at the design and the color scheme, it feels very reminiscent of Alex Ross's depiction of Galactus. And ever since we got this illustrious back shot of Galactus looking at the Statue of Liberty like, and as a matter of fact, we're going to need to watch Galactus in IMAX because just look at the difference. They give you way more head in IMAX. But a couple of other interesting details from director Matt Shakman himself about Galactus is that they're bringing him to life using a couple of different filmmaking tactics. Obviously, some CGI when you have a big-ass shapeshifter who's bigger than a planet. Downsizing. It's still funny that his version of a downsize is like Godzilla. And, Statue of Liberty. You know what they say about big feet. But on top of CGI, they're bringing Galactus to life through the use of miniatures and practical effects. He said he was inspired by some of our greatest science fiction films like Star Wars, 2001: A Space Odyssey. And, you know, in my humble opinion, I would like to say he was probably inspired by the Godzilla movies from Toho. But either way, Galactus looks fantastic. But in taking another look at the Fantastic Four, they all look incredible. Ben Grimm is rock solid, Johnny's on fire, Reed is stretching, and I know that ain't who I think it is. That's right, we just got our best look yet at Franklin Richards. That is definitely a boy with his mama, who we pretty much all knew was going to be in this movie because Sue Storm is pregnant. But now this begs the question and got my mind spinning. Because if she's pregnant in the trailer, this could mean one of two things. She was pregnant with Franklin Richards, and then he becomes born throughout the movie. Or they already have Franklin, and she's pregnant again with Valeria Richards, which would give us our Doctor Doom connection if we want it here. Because mind you, Robert Downey Jr. put up this picture of this Doctor Doom Jonathan Hickman comic book run, which is legit all about Doom and Valeria going on intergalactic missions trying to stop Galactus. It's fucking crazy. But what a lot of people don't realize